So welcome to brand new React tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to learn how we can create a simple theme toggler in React. So I'm using codesandbox.io platform, so you have to log in into that, and I'll leave a link in the description. So after logging in, you will see this icon over here. Click on create sandbox and we will choose an official template from React. So let it load properly, and I don't know, it's taking some time. Okay, so now the template is loaded. As you can see, what we'll do is we'll remove some of the boilerplate code that we don't need. For example, that text was unnecessary, we don't need that. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll create another component in this source folder and we'll write this as theme toggler.js. This is how we create another component, and here we know that we'll import React from React. This is very easy, and you know that in React we have to name our component as you can call it like we have to create our component such a way that the name, it should be in capital letters. So we'll write as theme toggler, and I'm going to use arrow functions here, and I'm going to return a division here just like that. And here let's put a button. That button is going to toggle our theme. So here is the button, and we'll write as a theme toggler. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's remove this theme toggler. Okay, so one thing we forgot, we haven't exported our component, so we'll write export default and the name of the component, that is theme toggler, right? So we can do another thing, we can also put a paragraph here. So that is in a p tag, and I have already copied some lorem ipsum text, and now if I save this, you can see that I have some text over here. Now you must be wondering why it's not showing in our preview screen. This is because we have not imported it in our this app component. So what we'll write is we have to import this, like we'll write theme toggler just like that, and we'll close it. One thing you have to, sorry for this, one thing you have to be sure is that you have imported this theme toggler from wherever directory you have like saved it, because this editor, this automatically does that sometime and sometime it doesn't. So if it's not working, just manually you can import theme toggler from the directory. Okay, now you can see that we have this nice theme toggler button over here and some text. Right now this is not working because we have not like added the functionality here. So let's consider this thing as a room, for example. Okay, so we will call it as room. Okay, this division we're going to call it as room, and yeah, just like that. So what we'll do is we will make use of React hooks here, and the hook specifically we are using, that is use state hook. Okay, so use state hook, and here we'll create a hook. We'll do it like that. Let's call this as is dark, for example, if the room is dark or not, and set, that is set is dark. Whatever I'm doing, this is how you declare a, and we'll write use state, and the value must be true. Like we'll initially call our like is dark this or what do we state as true. So the state is now true. What we'll do is now we have to write the functionality, like how it is going to work. For that, we will go to our styles.css file, and in this file we're going to write as, for example, the room component, that is the whole preview page. Here we are calling it as room. So we'll give it a height of, that is height, we'll give it as height of 100 view height, and the width, it will be like 100%, just like that. So you know that. Okay, for the dark theme we are going to use the class name, that is dark. You know that in dark the background is always black, we'll write it like black, and the color, it's always white. Okay, or let's white smoke maybe. Yeah, it will look good. Okay, just like that. In the light theme that we will call dot light, the background, it must be, I'm sorry, this autocorrect sometime messes up, and background must be white. Let's again call it white smoke here, and the color, it should be black, that is black. So now our theme component is ready. For example, I mean this theme CSS is ready. All we have to do is we have to import this in our theme toggler directory. So we'll write import, and we'll import it from dot slash one directory back and styles dot css. Okay, now it's ready. If for example in this room section, if we put now dark, you can see the theme toggles, and if we write light here, you can see it's again in the, it goes into the light theme. Okay, so just to make it look a little bit nice, we'll add padding of maybe 2 rams. Okay, just 1 ram would be just fine. Yeah, so what we'll do is, so you already saw that how this light and dark stuff is working. So technically we have to toggle this theme. So for that we will make use of the template literals. So we'll put a curly braces here. Now we'll put backticks. The backtick is the this key just left of your one key. Okay, the number 1. So now we'll write here as room. This will give it a height of 100 view height, and here we'll make use of the template literals. That is, we'll put this $sign, this curly brace, and we will write a variable here, brightness. Right now it will say brightness is not defined because we have not actually defined brightness. So here let's define the brightness as const brightness is equal to, now I'm going to use the ternary operator. It works just like the if operator. You will see, like, is the room dark? For example, is the room dark? If it's dark, then the brightness should be dark, that is dark, and if it's not dark, it should be light. That means it should toggle the theme. For example, if the brightness is dark, it should put this class as dark, and if the brightness is not dark, that is this value is false, it should all automatically convert it to light. Now how will we make this component work? So for that we have to add that functionality to our button component, this button section. So technically we have to, when we click this theme should toggle automatically. So what we'll do is we'll put a event handler here. What do we call it? That is on click. Okay, so on click, and on click what we'll do is we'll put this curly braces and set is dark as not is dark. Like whatever the previous value of dark is, we'll toggle this value to is dark, like not is dark. Okay, so we are getting an error, too many renders. Okay, so we did a mistake here. We cannot actually call this function just like that. We have to make use of the arrow functions here, because arrow function will just call it once, otherwise this is going to run for infinite time and we'll get this error. Now what this set dark is doing, actually set dark sets the value of is dark. That is, what is the value of is dark already? That is true, and it will automatically change the value of is dark to false. Now is dark is false, so this will automatically change the value of brightness to light. So let's see if this works. Now I'm going to click on the theme toggler. Bam, it's working. You can see now it's dark, a light theme. When I click this, it goes to dark, and you can easily see the text color is also changing. Now when it's dark, the text is white, and when the theme is light, the text is black. This is coming from the CSS classes that we have defined here. So this is a very easy theme toggler and highly scalable. Like you can put this component in any React application and it will just work like charm. So that's all. Now you know how to make a theme toggler in React in just few lines of code. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. See you.